But turning now to a name on the opposite end of the spectrum today in terms of stock performance, a name in defense that's flying high. AeroVironment, ticker AVAV, AVAV, sending shares ending the day up more than 20%. The company posting blowout earnings, record results, raising guidance. Baird upgrading the stock to outperform today, saying visibility has improved and demand is surging. So joining us now, AeroVironment CEO, Chairman, and President Wahid Nawabi on set. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. Walk me through the quarter, because you had 40% revenue growth. You have a record backlog, and you're seeing strong demand not only here in the U.S., but internationally as well.
Yes, we've had a tremendous year last year. We had a record quarter on the fourth quarter of last year. Fiscal year was a great year for us. And then we also had a record backlog in the last quarter. However, in first quarter of this fiscal year, we just actually set a new record for our backlog, almost $100 million higher. And of course, our revenue compared to first quarter of last fiscal year was up well over almost 40%. It just speaks volumes to this type of capability, solutions, and innovative technologies that we've invested over the years. And the future of defense and warfare really is all about unmanned systems. And we're at the forefront of that. We're a leading company that's in space. We're a pure play. And we've really, the credit goes to our team, an outstanding team that's done a phenomenal job.
Yeah, autonomous systems. This is really where you focus. Drones, things like this, the so-called kamikaze drone, Switchblade, that's been getting delivered to Ukraine and is showing strong results in real time in that conflict right now as well. I mean, does this signal that the future of warfare is increasingly autonomous?
Absolutely. We've been a big believer of that for several years, if not over a decade, and we've invested in it. Ukraine essentially put an exclamation mark to the fact that the future conflicts around the world, peer-to-peer, near-peer, asymmetric, doesn't matter. It's going to involve a lot more unmanned systems, and it's going to be also more and more autonomous with AI, autonomy, and artificial intelligence and computer vision, things that we've invested in, we're the leader in our space.
Yeah, and I want to get into those investments a little bit more, but first just again, looking at Eastern Europe and what we're seeing play out in terms of conflict on the battlefield in Ukraine, I mean, is drone technology, though, is it becoming commoditized? How do you counter that with some of the, I guess, more sophisticated systems that you manufacture?
Yeah, so there's a big difference between a consumer drone that you can strap a small little hand grenade or something like that on it versus a Switchblade, which is a truly state-of-the-art loitering munition, which has a completely different anatomy, makeup, operating, mission capability, et cetera. Our systems is more on that end, is of more of a military-grade capabilities. And the other thing that really sets us apart is we offer a complete family of systems and solution. 8 of our different unmanned systems are being deployed in Ukraine, 8 different ones. Several of our unmanned air drones, ground robots, loitering munitions, and the latest one is our Jump 20 system that is going into Ukraine. It's going to be the largest aircraft the U.S. has ever provided to Ukraine, and we're going to be, we have secured the contract, and we're going to be delivering that very soon.
How should investors think about the Tomahawk Robotics acquisition and how that software perhaps influences the effectiveness and margins of the rest of the products across your line?
Sure. So Tomahawk Robotics, we've known them for many years. They're the leader. Think of it this way, from a user perspective. As more and more drones and ground robots gets deployed in the battlefield, it becomes very difficult for an operator to carry multiple controllers, multiple user interfaces, all types of devices. So the militaries around the world, including the United States, Army, Navy, Marine Corps, et cetera, they all want to consolidate these and have one user interface, a single way to consolidate and simplify the life of the operator. And so what Tomahawk does, it integrates the best ground control user interface with our Chrysalis operating system that is the best in breed capability for the warfighter and our customers. It gives us, there's lots of good reasons for it. We can develop our products together. We can integrate more deeper in terms of our technology roadmap. It gives us access in a market where we don't have presence in the Florida market in terms of our growth, because we're going to need to hire more engineers to basically fuel our growth. And of course, there's lots of synergies in terms of adjacent markets where we can actually access those markets with Tomahawk's product line.